Teach a children's church lesson on faith. Faith is one of the fundamental lessons that you have to teach in the children's church experience. It is the lesson that will help establish the kids' relationship with God and will form their spiritual backbone. Although faith sounds simple to discuss, it actually is one of the most challenging lessons to teach in church school. It is a big concept, which even adults have a hard time grasping. But here are some tips that can help you. Describe what faith is. Remember to use simple words that the kids can easily understand. You can, for example, use the synonyms belief and trust. Tell the kids that faith is about believing and trusting God with absolute certainty. It's about being convinced that God is always present and takes care of them even if they can't see Him. Establish this truth in your lesson because the other points will be built upon this. Use examples. Helping the kids understand the concept of faith is the main challenge here. This is why it is necessary to bring the concept to their level by using day-to-day facts and examples. To make it easier, use their parents as an example. Tell the kids, for instance, that like their parents, God knows and understands what their needs are. As such, they can ask God whatever they need with absolute confidence that it will be given. This confidence is an expression of faith. Establish the truth of God's existence. Remember that the existence of God is one important point that you have to emphasize in this lesson. Children are usually well aware of it, but it has to be further established to let them grow in their faith. You can establish this truth by asking the kids to list down the things they know that exist but can't see. This might include the other planets, the countries they have never been to, and their internal body organs. Tell them that though they haven't personally seen these things, there are proofs that they exist. In the same way, although the kids can't see God, there are proofs everywhere that prove God's existence. Have ready Bible verses. Prepare at least 3 Bible verses that can help the kids understand faith. Some of the common and effective verses on faith are Hebrews 11:1, Hebrews 11:6, and Romans 10:17. Make sure to pick one verse as your memory verse. At the end of the lesson, ask the kids to repeatedly recite this verse until they memorize it. Lead the children in prayer. It is very important to utter a prayer after the lesson. If the kids are very young, you can say the prayer and ask them to repeat after you. Make sure to keep the prayer short and simple, so the kids can understand it. If the kids are old enough, you can ask one student to lead the other kids in prayer. Prepare games. Games are used to reinforce learning. In this case, it is important to pick games that have something to do with the lesson and are simple to understand. Prepare prizes such as stickers, toys, pens, and erasers. Right before dismissing the class, ask the kids to help you pick up the things that were used in the class, such as the coloring materials, props, and books. Play a song to make them more energized and motivated to cooperate.